Hello everybody and welcome to STEAM Night. Tonight we're joined with one of our friends, a frog, because we're going to read about Froggy builds a snowman and then create our own little snowflake out of glitter and buttons. So our frog here is just like Froggy in the story, and let's go ahead and get started. So Froggy Builds a Snowman by Jonathan London, illustrated by Frank Remowitz. Froggy builds a snowman. Look at him with that great big snowball that he's making. Froggy builds a snowman. It was cold. Froggy woke up and looked out the window. It's snowing, sang Froggy, and today is the winter carnival. Look, he has a doggy on his bed and he has his toys, but I bet he really wants to go outside in that snow. Froggy, called his mother. What? It's time to get dressed, dear. This year you're not sleeping through the winter carnival. Yay, said Froggy. He imagined the snowman he would make the super frog with a cape hanging from his neck. Ooh, the dog goes arf, arf. Then he hopped out of bed and got dressed, and he even remembered to pull on his long underwear. Zap, zip, zup, zut, 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 zap. And flop to the kitchen for breakfast. Flop, flop, flop. But Froggy, said Dad, why are you wearing your coat and cap and mittens and scarf? So I don't miss the school bus, said Froggy, and he ate his bowl of cereal and flies, munch, crunch, munch. Then he jumped up and flopped into the school bus. Flop, flop, flop. Have fun, said Mom and Dad. He looks very excited. At school, where the winter carnival was, Froggy was first on the bus, flop, flop, flop. And he was the first to make a snow angel, swish, swish, swish. And he started to build a snowman. Froggy, called the principal, Mr. Mugwort. What? First, we're ice skating. Yippee! Everybody yelled and raced to put on their ice skates. But Froggy didn't know how to ice skate, and he skated like a seasick chicken. Flap, flap. Oops, cried Froggy, falling, and Max and Frogalina fell over him. Zlap, zlap, zlap. Ooh, looks like they have some kind of mess going on that ice skating pond. Now I'm building a snowman, said Froggy, sitting up. No, said Mr. Mugwort. Now we are sledding. Yippee, everybody yelled, and Froggy and his friends raced up the slope with their sleds. Sledding is so much fun. But Froggy didn't know how to sled. He zoomed down and smacked into Max. Oops, slapped. And they rolled out of their sleds into the snow, laughing like crazy. Had a little collision. Now, said Froggy, jumping up, I'm making a snowman. No, said Mr. Mugwort, we are making a snow fort. Yippee, everybody yelled, and Froggy and his friends pushed and piled and packed snow into a big snow fort. That looks pretty cool. Cool, said Froggy. Now let's have a snowball fight. Froggy, called Mr. Mugwort. What? Now, said Mr. Mugwort, it's time to build a snowman. Yippee, yelled Froggy, and all his friends yelled with him. And they rolled the snow into big balls, zum, 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 and everybody built a snowman. Max built a snowman that looked like a beaver chewing on a carrot. Matthew built a snowman that looked like a turtle wearing a ski cap. Travis built a snowman that looked like a bear with mittens instead of claws. And Froggelina built a snowman that looked like Froggy, looking goofy. Nice, said Mr. Mugwort, looking at the snowman. Now let's see what Froggy made. Well, Froggy had planned to build a super frog, but oh no, he'd forgotten to bring his superhero cape. So Froggy built a snowman that looked like a dinosaur with carrot teeth. Roar, went Froggy, and everybody roared with him. Roar. Snowball fights, yelled Froggy, and Froggy made a snowball and then threw it at Mr. Mugwort. Thwack! It smacked him in the chest. Oops! Cried Froggy, looking more red in the face than green. Mr. Mugwort wiped the snow off his coat and glared at him. Then he made a snowball and yelled, "Let the snowballs fly!" Yippee, yelled. Yippee, yelled, and some ran to the snow fort. Some hid behind the trees, and the snowballs did fly. Thwack, thwack, thwack. That was my best winter carnival ever, said Froggy. That was your only winter carnival ever, said Max, and everybody laughed. Even Froggy's snowman. It roared with laughter. Ha, 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 ha. Very funny. So that was our story. And now we are going to make some snowflakes to go along with it. Now, the only things you really need to make these snowflakes is some glitter and some glue and some buttons. But we remember that snowflakes are pretty symmetrical, meaning that they're the same on either sides. So I'm going to start by drawing. Let's see here. Let's get this all open. There we go. There it goes. Sometimes glue gets a little stuck. Glue down the center of the paper. Actually, I'm going to unscrew this. Screw it back in. Yep, it's a little old. That's okay. There it comes. When sometimes you've got to do a little bit differently, and that is okay. So I'm going to put some glue on the paper by using the top. And try to make a line, and then we're going to do some more glue going across. And then we're going to put some little bit more glue. And kind of make a cross on it like you would see in a snowflake. And then I'm going to do some dots of some glue to get our buttons going. One dot there. One dot there. Get a little more glue up. And you can design yours however you would like to. And we do have buttons and glue here if you need some. We can put some in a bag for you if you stop by. Yeah, sticking to the glue. All right, so I am going to choose two buttons that are pretty similar and put them on either side. They may not be exact, but this way it's symmetrical. There goes one button, and there goes another button. And I'm going to use something that you may not actually see in a snowflake. I'm going to pick a different color. So I might use some pink, because I like pink. And And that one's a little bit too small. Let's see how these guys look. Not quite the same. Oh, I bet these two will match almost. Let's see. I think I saw one in here. That's a little bit clearer. It's kind of fun to find two buttons that look the same. That one's a little too big. Let's see here. I can find two buttons. There we go. I'm going to do these two because they look pretty similar. And I'm going to put them on either side like this. And now for the tricky part. It's the glitter. You can try the best you can. And you might make a little bit of a mess. That's why I have this tan paper that is going to go under my original paper so I can scoop up the glitter. So let's open the glitter. Let's see here just a little bit. And I'm going to sprinkle some on here. And you can kind of mix it around. And scoop it off. You can kind of see we made a snowflake. But we could also make it a little bit more complicated if we wanted to. Get some more glue out of our glue. Maybe do some dots. That's one dot, two dots, three dots, four dots. And do remember that glitter does tend to get everywhere. I'm just trying to make it so it's similar on each side. One more dot. I am going to put some more glitter on here. And kind of cover up the dots I just did. And we'll see what our snowflake looks like. There we go. There is our pretty snowflake. Look at that. And like I said, if you need some buttons, you can always stop by and we'll give you some. And if you need some glitter, we've got plenty. So stop on by the library and tune into our next STEAM night, which will be next Tuesday at 7 p.m. I hope to see you then. Bye-bye.